Hello Leo, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the career and finance energy for the sign of Leo for the month of September. Now Leo, we're going to go ahead and just allow 5 cards to come out here. Do keep in mind that the only place you can get anything from me is my website, zaneintuitive.com. Make sure you're using the link below. I'll never ask you for money. I'll never contact you asking you for a reading either via email or in the comment section below. Just keep that in mind. I also have an Instagram where I do daily content, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But Leo, looks like your biggest month coming in here, potentially in a long time that I've read for you. This looks incredible. So let me just make sure that this is all in view. This is definitely by far the best reading I've done so far. I'm about halfway through, but wow. All right. I also want to take 3 cards, which we'll use to clarify later. And all right, energy on the bottom. You have the King of Swords. So this is the energy of authority, okay? This is divine law and order. You can think of this as like the scales. Oftentimes this is associated with Libra. But really this is saying that, you know, if you are acting with integrity, especially in the workplace, you will be rewarded at this time. Okay, this is not somebody who engages in gossip. This is not somebody who will even take an emotional interest in you. They will help you get from point A to point B with this King of Swords showing up. So you could be dealing with someone like that. You could be dealing with leaders, authority figures, maybe your boss or something like that. Some of you are stepping into potentially a leadership role here because there is a happy offer coming in with all of this Pentacles and success energy. Some of you may be just getting a higher paying or a wage increase or something like that where you are stepping into authority in some way here. So looks amazing. Let's go ahead and just put that right there. Now, your overall message for this month of September is the Page of Cups. Now, in a career and financial reading, this is a happy news coming into you or some sort of happy offer arriving. You could be engaged in creative work this month as well, as it is the Suit of Cups. You know, in other readings, there could be a romantic situation happening, but for you, I don't feel like this is the case since we're going to stick to career and finance going on here. There's maybe just something that's emotionally improving as it relates to your financial situation this month. Like, it's hard to separate emotions and money, but it certainly does help when, or at least it maybe becomes a little bit easier when money is increasing and dollars are flowing. And so there's some sort of offer coming in here for you, Leo. It's going to improve your happiness. And for you, it could be a raise or something like that going on, or just a higher role within your organization. Now, in the first week of September or the beginning, you have the 6 of Pentacles. This is, once again, scales energy here. This is the idea that you are balancing out your material and your spiritual energy at this time. It's the idea that the act of giving is just as important as receiving. And remember, that goes both ways, Leo. So if you've been giving a lot, it's time for you to receive, okay? And by the way, that does not just mean giving out money, even though you see this person doing that. This is talking about giving back your time, giving back your energy, giving back your effort. I do feel like you've put a lot of work into something. The 6 of Pentacles is associated with if there's been money owed to you, if there's been a job raise promised, that situation looking good. Now, in the second week here, or towards the middle of the month, you have the Ace of Swords. This is mental clarity arriving. You can see the clouds in the background starting to clear, and it's a new beginning that brings about mental clarity, or a shift in mindset leads to a new beginning. This is also closely associated with a breakthrough or some sort of big idea that you may have in your career or your financial life. Really, any way you spin it, this is a really nice sign, especially to get it with the King of Swords as well. You can see the sword repeating here. Of course, this is the Suit of Swords, but cutting through anything that's holding you back with that sword and moving forward. Now, continuing forward here towards the back half of the month or the third week of September, you have the Nine of Pentacles. This will talk about, this is indicating financial independence. This is talking about creating something that is bringing in self-sustainability is what I'm trying to say. You can see this person has planted seeds. The pentacles are now growing on the bush, indicating that if you, for example, plant fruit, you can use that fruit to sustain yourself. Okay, it's talking about having something that you've built for yourself, not needing to rely on anybody else's money, not needing to rely on anybody else's income. You're independent here. And for me, for that reason, it's one of my favorite abundance cards, because who doesn't like to be financially independent and free in that way? And so it's that feeling. Now, what's really cool here is you have the 9 into 10. Okay, you have 9 progressing into 10. 9 of Pentacles, and to wrap out the rest of the month, you have the 10 of Pentacles. This is a harvest here. You can see there's a literal chest of Pentacles. This is your abundance arriving, okay? And this can be anything. For a lot of you, I do feel like it's a job situation working out, okay? And it could be that you're taking a new offer, but I also feel like there's an opportunity here to grow from within your organization, because we have that King of Swords as well. But wow, a major increase in abundance here. Okay, so you have the Queen of Cups to clarify. So that is the Page of Cups, Queen of Cups, very interesting. You know, the Queen of Cups is somebody who is like a helping professional, like you may be in those areas, but actually you could just need to reach out to a trusted friend or ally to help you work through something. Even mentally, you know, as you, work through these new changes that are coming in here. It could also mean that there's someone in your environment, maybe at your workplace, that's just really helpful and cares very deeply about you, even though you have, these are kind of opposite cards, where it's like the King of Swords won't take an emotional interest in you, but they will help you. The Queen of Cups will. They'll actually take an emotional interest in you, and they'll listen to you and hear you and kind of be there. And so some of you may be getting an offer from someone like that. You have the 9 of Swords. Yeah, some of you, so that's mental anguish, that's anxiety, depression. So some of you may be reaching out for help this month. I do feel like it's interesting, because this person's having a nightmare. They think that all of these swords are going to come into them, but they're actually, none of them actually are, indicating that this person's making something out to be a lot worse than it actually is, especially as you have the 6 of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords under it. For you, it's maybe not, it hasn't happened right away. It hasn't happened as quickly as you expected it to, and now you're like trying to deal with that. You're trying to deal with how to deal with that mentally. And then you have the High Priestess. Very nice. So this is the divine feminine, okay? This is hidden knowledge coming to the surface. I do feel like maybe there was something owed to you a while ago, potentially, or something promised to you, and it just hasn't resurfaced at this point. It caused you to maybe to be anxious, something like that, or just have nightmare about it or something like that. And now this hidden knowledge, whatever was kept from you here in the past, is coming to the surface with the High Priestess. This is also Pisces energy. It's most importantly, this is closely associated with intuition, okay? Trusting your gut, trusting what you know to be true, and listening to the messages that are coming from within, from the water, from the emotions that you have. So definitely some water energy here with the Queen of Cups, Page of Cups, and the High Priestess. I do see like a really nice balance of the fire and the water, even really air, water, earth, but I just see you balancing out the masculine with this King of Swords and the feminine really well in this month. So let's go ahead and start to clarify this situation even more. Now, if you're enjoying this video so far, please do hit that like button and subscribe. It helps my channel grow, helps get the word out and spread the message to others. There's also a bell below this video, which will show up after you hit subscribe. If you click that bell, you will never miss an update from me. And lastly, Leo, really appreciate you being here. Thank you for spending your time with me. I also have a Patreon. If you want to support me there, you can check that out. There's a link to that in the description below. Absolutely no pressure though. See what we get here for you, Leo. All right, can we get 3 cards for Leo? Okay, stand your ground. Wow. Okay, so let's see what else wants to come forward here. Moving on, interesting. And can we get another one or two here? Prosperity begins, like to see that. That's the Ace of Pentacles. It's signing off on documents, financial documents. Can we clarify the stand your ground and moving on cards, please? Can we clarify those cards? Thank you. Okay. Partnerships and alliances. And destiny. This is the Wheel of Fortune. In some form, the Wheel of Fortune has showed up for everybody this month, which is incredible. That almost never happens. You have awareness. This is the Magician. Okay, so you're manifesting something for yourself here. You're taking the tools that you have available, the resources that you have available, and manifesting your best life here. This is the Divine Masculine. This is the Divine Feminine, the High Priestess. So, as I said before, you are using all sides of yourself here. Every kind of, all the types of energy available to you, you are using to your advantage, which is a really nice position to be in. There's maybe something going on, partnerships, alliances, stand your ground, and the Nine of Swords. Maybe you're worried about someone getting a promotion above you or over you or something like that. Thing is, you're triumphing here because you're not only transitioning to a new place with the Move On and the Page of Cups, but you also have Ace of Pentacles, which is like financial new beginnings. Typically, like I said, signing off on documents, paperwork. So like maybe getting a job raise or something like that, you'd have to sign off on paperwork. And then destiny, which is the Wheel of Fortune. This is your destiny arriving. So I definitely feel like if you're worried about competition, stand your ground's a card of competition, Seven of Wands. If you're worried about someone else getting this over you, it seems like you're winning, especially because you have that Great Fortune. So that's the best card in this tarot, in this Oracle deck. You have Message, yep, that coming through. False person, yeah, you're dealing with somebody who's challenging here. Definitely dealing with competition. It comes up a lot in these readings, but you have Coffin, some sort of ending here, interesting. And is this the other one? Yeah, Lovers, okay. So we do have that Page of Cups, you know, trying to keep it towards financial, career and finance messages. It's just that maybe there's, I do feel like maybe the Lovers card is just talking about maybe, oh, here we go. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to get a clarification on that false person, and you have the unexpected income. I just feel like your emotions here are tied to your earning in some way. Your earning, the amount of money you're making. And I just feel like that's transforming into something really good in this month. You're getting communication about not needing to worry about this Nine of Swords anymore. That situation's ending. Don't stress about the Coffin card. It just means something ending. I feel like your expectation was that this was going to come in a lot sooner, but it doesn't matter as long as it arrives. Great Fortune is the best card in this Oracle deck. It's a major change in financial situations, fortune, anything like that. Really positive card. Lovers, false person, unexpected income. I just feel like there's a competitive person, there's some kind of competition around you, and that's maybe the source of this Nine of Swords. If there's any stress here, it's related to that false person, and it looks like you're going to triumph over that. So, wow, thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, check out my website, zaneintuitive.com. Consider becoming a Patreon. I will see you in the next one.